hello. My name is Casey Eileen.
I'm Missy Safe.
And I'm Rebecca Roy, and we are the Energy Alchemists.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Just to start, we are going to give a brief job description of what we bring to this beautiful Trinity soup here. I bring forward light language, which has been described to me as a facet of divine source breath. It is light in love, in sound, in vibration form, and these sound and vibrations and movements give healing, they give activations, and they give love most of all. So that is what I do.
And then there's me. And I take Casey's light language and I get an image in my mind's eye of who is sending the light language and what kind of healing frequencies, energies, activations are in the light language. And then I'm able to alchemize it with my master energy healing and turn it into a form that I'm able to send out to all of you. And then I pass it along to
Okay.
Rebecca.
I am a clairvoyant. I have all my clairs. I'm a channel, and I take Casey's light language and I translate it the best I can. Some of it is just light language. It's just sacred language, so you can't really translate it. So that's why I say that it's love, energy, light language, or it's just light codes, because some of it you can't translate. And that's what I do.
And together we are us.
Yeah. Together we combine our energies, and that's where the alchemy comes in. Is we alchemize our energies and merge them together to create this, beautiful symphony with all of our talents.
Yeah. And
And we were recently told that this Trinity energy with the three of us coming together creates an even more powerful energy that we're sharing with you. So much more than each of us individually, which was
Yes.
very cool.
Yes, we've had past lives together where we were witches.
what?
I'm sorry.
We were witches. We were just accused of being witches.
We were accused of being witches.
Yeah.
And
We were just cool.
We were super cool. But we were healers, is what we were.
Yes, we
Yes.
are. And that was misconstrued as being witchcraft because nobody understood the gift of healing in those days.
Yes, and we could do some magical healing. And it's the same
It's
thing
like
in
we
this.
do now.
It's, yes. And a lot of, people have been able to come out and show their gifts. And all three of us are very gifted. And we're here to share our gifts with you. But there's still some people in the world that don't see them as gifts. They think they are, on the dark side. There is not a dark spot in any three of us. We are all pure light, pure love. So I want to put that out there.
Comes from pure love.
It does. It comes from pure love. We're channeling, God. We're channeling Jesus. We're channeling, ascended masters and, just beautiful souls that are helping us and you on your journey.
And we are here for the journey with you. Because it's a journey.
Yeah. Well, it's a magical time because if you can raise your vibration high during this time of chaos, and it's not just the United States, it's all over the world, this chaos all over the world, because the dark forces know that we are very close to the 50% that we need to go into 5D. And when we go into 5D, they lose because then there's no fear, there's no pain, there's no trauma, none of that exists. And then we're in our physical body in the fifth dimension. And then we're going to go into the sixth dimension as a physical body and the seventh dimension as a physical body. That was the original experiment. But other beings on the planet decided that they wanted to see what would happen if we went into the fourth dimension. And so they went down instead of up. So that's when the fear came in and all the other negative emotions came. And they want to hold on to that power. And we're saying, no, we are powerful light beings. Everybody on this planet is a powerful light being.
Yeah.
It's time we came into our power.
It's time. Rebecca, would you like to lead us in a grounding meditation?
Sure. Okay. So we're going to grow roots out of our. Can I do something that I don't normally do? Would you guys mind?
Go.
I did something yesterday that was just so beautiful. And it started because I decided instead of starting with my feet, I'd start with my head, because that's the way I did it as a child. So just bear with me for a moment. I think I'm going to take you to a magical place. Oops, wrong glasses. Okay, so we're going to start by opening up our crown chakra and connecting to our higher self and connecting to the three Christ consciousness chakras and going up and up and up, connecting to God, the universal knowledge, and bringing this white light 6 feet in width all down, and open your heart chakra up 6 feet in width in all directions. So now your heart chakra is wide open and receiving the immense amount of love that can come down. And you're going to feel that white light just going down through your forehead, over your eyes, over your cheeks, over your mouth, over your chin, down your throat, down your collarbone, into your chest, go down your arms, into your hands. The palms of your hands will pulsate with a white light. It's a white golden light. It's so beautiful and it's so full of love. Bring that love energy down through your chest, down through your abdomen, down through your pelvis, down through your thighs, over your knees, down your calves and your shins and into your feet. And get to your feet, grow roots out of the soles of your feet and go down into the crystalline cave. Go down, down, down into the crystalline cave and wind your roots around the most beautiful crystal. And there's crystals there everywhere. There's rubies and diamonds and sapphires and quartz and rose quartz and amethyst and citrine, whatever your heart wants you to wrap your root around. Wrap it around. Wrap it around. And then you see a little tunnel with a light coming out of the tunnel. Oh, what is that? So you bring your soul. Your soul is going to astral project into the crystalline cave. And now you're standing there in the crystalline cave. And you're just looking around and it's so beautiful. And Mother Earth is loving you. She's loving you so much. And you already have the love from God in you. And now you're going to go down this tunnel, and it's beautiful, it's sparkly, there's gemstones everywhere, you're just looking in awe and amazement, and you get to the end of the tunnel and it breaks out into this oasis of just absolute gorgeous beauty. There's a waterfall coming down with a big lake. There's flowers and butterflies and fairies and dragons and unicorns, and there's this bench that you can sit on, and you just sit down on the bench and the flowers start to come over your shoulder and you smell the flowers and breathe in that beautiful scent of roses. They're just filling your lungs, and you're just sitting there with the roses on your shoulder, and you can smell them so brightly, and over comes your unicorn friend and they start talking to you and you understand what they're saying, and you're like, how can I understand you? And they're like, we're talking in your mind. And you're just sitting there and you're enjoying the conversation. A couple fairies come over, maybe some sprites, maybe a gnome, maybe a dragon, whatever it is that you feel affinity to, and they just come over, and you're just sitting there on the chaise lounge. It's made out of limestone, and it's so beautiful. And you're just sitting there and enjoying being one with Mother Earth, being one with nature, and being one with the elementals. And it's just so beautiful and peaceful. And they take all your worries. They say, give me your worries. And you give them your worries. And the, the dragon takes, my dragon's name is Nuktuk. He takes my worries in a little basket, and he brings the basket over across in a different direction where there isn't much there. And he just burned them. He just, and they're burnt. Then he comes back over and leans down, and he's got these beautiful eyes, and I'm just looking at his gorgeous blue eye. It's just this absolutely gorgeous eye, and I'm just staring right at it and kind of getting mesmerized into this eye. And if you ever want to do this by yourself, you can get mesmerized into your dragon's eye, and you can astral project. You can astral project your body anywhere, or you can go onto the dragon and ride the dragon, and the dragon will take you out into space, and you can ride anywhere. You could go anywhere in your imagination that you want to go. And now we're going to say goodbye to all our elemental friends. We're going to go back through the tunnel and back up through our body into our heart space. And now I'm going to turn it over to you, Casey.
Tadialak, Keot, Veo Vea, Vimrina Ve Seto, Volo Ambi Teru Olani Verot Ai Tuviat Ati, Kala Alik Olalaliti Eat Aliat O Vod Umbaiti. Umbaria ali seat ariak ayot oyamai tu viati let et angiati ku yang ai toi ui Kuruvi akati veke tovanga Kolo vonga dile tovanga latie Kambadila ka tombadie kurungeria kairai kokai tuka angai kai ka ala akayak akada ada ay ka akayak ayak a ka ala akayak ayak ok imayak ayayayao ayabiat ak Koiek iot uiangai tialak aiot ui viang luoliat airuti pealala toi pai tu. Ko via sati lek shu shanga indi la ti kai to vangaindi te te tu vakai ti te re tu kain bai. Ka le la ai sujik airutu vanga i taire te ki ea tuko angai te rati ti tu i via kataratandai. Kumbiri titarari titara te katarata tu i viasa katarata nai e te karashi katarata tu i viasa katarata inge atu tu i pia tarata ti. Ko vasa tarari te e tatarata e vangandi ala te katarata tu ki ia shaka ara tu voka tatatangai. Kalea tatarari su jinga erot uia vanga tilat aerot umia naratia takaratu tia shakatarata naina narata kerotu kajarata katarati tia sangandi vok eat ambai. Iuk oiria sa. Oiak eat ariero shu vok ea mait ea viek eat eri era du kia eat era kuiri pera te ke shika tara te ke esa tara to inge tara tu I pia tara te ke tara te e tara te ke inge tara te ke shika tara tu I ke tara te di ka bia tara tu ko o shia kanda na te tara te ke tara shuka tara te ala ke tara lu tu ke tara di tara na me tara di ka sia te ke e shaka tara tu ko ai pa ka sa tu ko tu me mana ka e tu e shika tara te e ta ka tu e me ana ka e shaka ari di ka biat ara de arot o ia vese ke tara tu I mia nana de di arot u ko tara ti ya shaka tara to te kara ka tara 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 ka biat ara ke boy ada de shi Kole e atu mbai te le e sekatara te ke tutu ia fe sekatara no ne mea tara ko ushi. Kali ata irtu e ata nana ai shekara ti e ata ila te ka tutu ushi. Kua pia papara ti te rotu ko I via sakatara tu I mea manara te katara ti si. Ka piat ere tu ko e ava sakatara ti nana reka tu ia va sikatu o mia nana. Kali ata ara ti e sakatara tu via sakatara nai vekata ai tora te ke asa nai kai le
Oh, that was fun. So this is fairy energy, and Casey, by the way, when you just finished up, there was little purple fairy energy right here with you as you were finishing up. So fairy energy. So there's several different facets of this fairy energy, and so there were fairies, and there were sprites, and there were elemental beings. So what they're bringing to you and the healing that's coming out into the collective today is a magical, childlike wonder and awe, and yeah, this kind of energy and healing for your heart. This is a heart. This is about so meditation, manifestation, and heart energy. They're coming forward because they represent your imagination and connected to your heart. So the message is that meditation is important if you can in any way. Just sit down and be still, and it's like be still and know that I'm God. Just get into your heart center. Try to get out of your mind / ego energy and drop into your heart. No matter how you can do this, whether it's following a YouTube guided meditation, just sitting and being quiet. And some people say, oh, I can't meditate because my mind won't get quiet. So okay. So sit there and let the thoughts come in. Don't try to push them out and say, oh, I can't do this. Just let them flow and say, oh yeah, I know I have to do laundry later. So but just see it, acknowledge it, let it go, keep and let them just go and flow. And that gets the flow moving. And then so if you can, meditation is the time we're in this time right now is a very powerful for manifestation. We are creator beings, and at the root of who we are creator beings. And so we're coming into a time where we have the power to bring to our lives those desires of our hearts. And, even, God says, you can have the desires of your heart. So with using the heart energy with the imagination and the manifestation. So if you can imagine it in your mind and in your heart, this is something that you really, really want, something that you desire. Now, I'm not talking about, they could be material possessions. If it's something that you have deeply in your heart that you want, that will bring you love and happiness and joy, then that's, that's the energy that will bring you the manifestation faster. So, I mean, if it's out of a greedy thing, you want it just because you want it, so you can say, "Hey, Joe, my next door neighbor, look at the car I have; it's better than yours." Well, then, not so much. But as long as it's something that you really desire in your heart, you can, see it, feel it, and desire it with your heart, and then know that the universe is going to bring it to you. God's going to bring you that desire of your heart, and and just lead every day like that. In a, I guess it's divine expectation. What I'm hearing, that God will bring you the desires of your heart.
Yeah.
And so that's the energy flow and my message. And so I'm gonna pass it to Rebecca.
Okay. There's an ancient light being. Isis is also here. I can see an old shaman woman, a medicine woman. She is in the jungle. Isis is joining her energy. She's singing sacred light language of soothing music. She's transmuting your fears and worries. She's bringing in the medicine woman. This is an ancient language calling in Mother Nature and asking the elementals to heal the people and plants and animals. Spirits and fairies are adding their love heart energy. These are ancient codes in healing, thanking the earth for all that she has given us, all that she has endured to bring us to this point. It's going to be okay. The veil will be lifted soon. You will see things from a different energy. You will see things more as you are true, as your true self. Let it go, breathe. The breath is sacred. That's what I got. It's a combination of what you got and
Yeah, plus more. Yeah.
yeah. And now I want to hear what Casey was feeling.
While I was doing that, I felt so the part where it started going up here in the head, I felt this energy of like trying to clear the little brain pathways, like the brain cords that hold us down. I felt them like clearing that so that the flow could go into the heart better.
That's the
Yeah.
getting out of the ego,
Yes.
clearing the ego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when they were
Mm-hmm.
getting rid of the fears
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
worries. And then they talked about the love heart energy. That's so cool. All three of us
Yes.
got that.
Yeah.
Yay.
So that was a cool experience. Just kind of understanding what they were doing. And I also was like, do it as long as you need to. I have a lot that needs to be cleared out up there.
Please.
Yes, when it was saying we're taking your fears and worries, I'm like, yes, take them now.
Take it.
And
Mhm.
when we went into my oasis and stuff, and Nuck took my fears and put him in I put him in the basket, and he took my basket and he took it in his mouth, and he went over to this corner where there wasn't much, and he just went. I was like, well, that was easy. Like that button from Staples where you could push it and it goes, that
Poof.
was easy.
Mhm.
That's what I thought.
Hey, button.
Yeah, the easy
Mhm.
button. I'm
Mhm.
gonna I have one of those. I'm gonna go find it
Yep.
after this.
Poof.
Boop.
I'm,
That was
I'm,
easy.
I'm
So
gonna
just give
remember.
it to him. That was easy.
I'm gonna remember to call on the dragons to do some clearing because I
You,
I forget.
they're your buddies.
Yeah,
Right.
I think there might be a little bit more if we want
I
to.
see that.
Yay! No, absolutely. Bring it.
Uvek aduviak Alash kam dai tu viaska. Ke tu vok ai roriak ai wok ayak eok ayadiak ayangik eak oyak ayat erudu uvongai tielat erut uviataradi. Koriat erede 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 eru ujingati. Kariat atialat ayatut ongai tialat ayatu uvongai indialat ayatu ujiangantialat ayatu uvonganiat adadu. Kaliat atiriarat janganda daradiat adadu uvongandia dada shangam dialat etu tu jinge tu daradiask. Kea tut ai kea tu vanganda daradi te daratuko daradiarat kea tuto daratuko onrangam dialat kataradi. Kaviak atila te kea shakata dadamai beatutuka pai poi tataka ai pi beatutu pi beatata e mai be patut oi be petatat Pui pe shika e rutu vungon gandia la te ke e shaka tarada aya da ai moe te de e le to kon sho na na i wish. Kari ara de skotari ara te katara i mai na na de lo to katara da la ya skata do uiva ska tandi ara de kavi atara do uva skata de do oi mai ta de do uira da la de to kotara sita la de ai na na ne de do shi katara mai. Ke ara to ko oi va sakata do ongai ta te karara ko tuni ana mai atara te ko turi ani te e atu ta shika tara ta ne ma tara ti ka avia sa katara la e atu ko e mai atara te e shaka la tu un mai ma te e atu tu uni ana na nit te ara te e ala la re ku o sia tara angai tara ti a fangai ru I a shang kaili at ai ru shin gairo tu vongai dai boia te rea mai te ara tu kaire a su shi a nai re tu via mai tararia toia vangi a tareshi katairat. Koia toia vangi a tu mai o toia vakshik tararoia shikatandai tia taratuia mai teratuku umbai toia dati shakanda. Kali a tarari suko tai pai tararanai tararalai tuk ai shika tararari tai pai tararia shangandari arati kia mai toeva. Kali atai vu jungai bi ai tu e vea mai tere rea so shiangai tere rea tere tu e vea mai te arati. Kuli ai ke a tu e veangi a tara si shikatara tu vangandi ara te ki shi a toto vangandi ara te ki a pai ara tuka e rai te shi. Ku shi ala nā vasa. Ku shi ala nā lasa.
So, this was a dragon being who came in with his transmutational fire and flames, because I honestly felt like the energy of the collective, because I can feel into that energy, and there were people, souls that were asking for Rebecca's basket of worries and concerns that he could transmute for them. So I don't know if this is an Uktuk or another dragon being, but he came forward and was willing to spread his fire and flames of transmutation to the collective, to transmute your cares and concerns. And also then, I got the infinity symbol, and then I got the word balance. So then he also was balancing the energies, creating a harmonic unification of energies. And so yeah, that was really good. So in the end, it was a very peaceful, calm energy.
Yes, I got the same kind of thing. I always see Isis whenever you do anything. She's always there. And the medicine woman was back again, and they are editing and trying to help you change your thoughts. So this light language that they were sending is editing your thoughts, because you had said there's so much, keep working. Well, they are. They're changing your thought one thought at a time, as you can do this yourself. Carve out what you want to see in your minds. Make yourself an oasis that you can go to when things get overwhelming, and go there and call us, the dragons and the elementals, in to help you with love, to help you have nothing to fear from. You have nothing to fear from us. We are here. We are part of Mother Earth. We are part of Mother Nature. We are here to help bring the magic back to Earth. We need to live on the Earth as she is a sentient being. Treat everything as it is a sentient being. Take only what you need. It is time for us to return to the way of the natives, to take no more than you need, and do so with gratitude and love for the food, water, and provision that the earth provides. Do this with love and gratitude, and you will be provided for and have no worries of not getting enough. There is no such thing as not enough. You just must believe that there is no such thing as not enough. And then once you believe that there is no such thing as not enough, then you will have enough. And you live in love and gratitude. We are always here to help you transmute your fears. Bring us your basket and put your fears in it and give it to us, and we will transmute it for you. We will carry it for you if you want to look at it later as well. But it is best to transmute it. It is best to get rid of it once and for all, and not keep going back to it, because that is what you humans do. You keep going back to things that you have forgiven, back to things that you have already let go of, and you bring it back up and you dredge it back up and you look at it again and you get all upset about it all over again. Once it's gone, it should be gone. Let it go and live. And that's true. I do that all the time.
So
I let that go
true.
years ago. And then something
Yeah.
will happen. And I'm like,
But you
oops.
can reattach to that past as well if you go back to and revisit that past, and if it still stings, then you're either still attached or reattaching if it
You're
still stings.
reattaching.
If you can look at it from outside of the window, from a third perspective, looking in at the situation and be neutral and have no emotional effects either way, then you're okay to do that. But if it stings at all, then you're reattaching. And then
Yeah.
and then all the work you did to detach.
No, detach.
Yeah, I know. It was like,
You're adding a
what
deity
did
in
I
there.
say? I know. Yeah, and then after I thought about it, I was like, no, that's not right. Anyway,
Well, you can ask the deity to detach you.
detach. Yeah,
Deity, detach me, please. God help me is what it's called.
God help me. Yeah, that's it. Lord help me.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
I
What do you think,
recognize
Casey?
I recognize the dragon energy because I've begun to recognize that energy in that language. And it's funny because
Yes.
I was like, I need to call on the dragons to help me with this. And they were like, well, I'm right here.
Yeah, right. Yep. And I
Yeah.
did
Oh,
hear as
see,
souls
it's
in
a little
the
dragon.
collective.
See, it's a dragon.
Very cool.
And I don't
Yeah.
normally wear this.
Must have been purposeful.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Go ahead.
It's okay. I just did hear the energy of people who are watching in the collective, because it's a timeless, so I can feel into energy, future energy, of people who will be watching, and they're like, hey, we want some of that, what she had in the basket. And that's what I saw. the dragon with the basket of the cares and worries. They're like, yeah, bring that basket on out here and let us all pass it around and dump our
Yeah.
cares and concerns in there. And yeah, see ya.
Yeah. Casey, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so. I I was happy to recognize the dragon energy. I felt the power. There was a little bit of like when the power really came through partway through, there was like almost like a recognition of I've done this before moment. I have a couple of those moments when I'm like in it. So when my hands like went into a certain direction, I was like, hmm,
Right, been here before, right?
I've been here before.
Yeah, because what these hand movements that you're doing, that's sacred geometry. And I was listening to one of Cindy's messages to me, and I've forgotten about this. Sacred geometry is the reward. It's the end. It's the joy that you get. So you're doing the light language, and then you're getting that piece of pie, and that's the sacred geometry. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And you
It
do
is.
that. That's when it comes back to that. When I asked the angels what it is that you do, and what you did to me that day, the first time that you did the light language on me, and they said that you were plucking the heartstrings of my soul. And I was like, that's exactly what it felt, because I was out of tune, and you like tuned me up. Okay, well, we'll just pluck this way and this way and this way. And I went from being completely out of balance, completely out of alignment, to right into alignment and feeling at peace and harmony. And it was absolutely beautiful.
Well, I claim my power to retune myself.
Do it, girl. You can.
She's
That's how
been an
powerful you are.
out of tune harpsichord recently.
Oh my God.
But we're working on that.
Yeah, we're all a work in progress. We're human, so we're never going to be perfect.
Use that imagination for
Yeah.
manifestation, a perfect alignment in your imagination as you're plucking strings, your own heartstrings.
Yep.
And it's
Go-
just magically
Go make your own
manifesting.
oasis. Make your own happy place.
Right?
And when things get bad, when things are just overwhelming, like I had this person yelling at me the other day, I just tuned right out, went into my magic place, sat on my chaise lounge, and went, this is wonderful. And then when they were done, they were like, like this in my face. I came out of it, and I'm like, wow, you're close. I didn't even hear anything they said. I was not there. I was like, whatever. And you're doing your thing. I'm not involved.
Doing mine.
I
In
know.
this world, but not of it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to take other people's crap. That's their crap. That you can keep it.
It is their crap. You're right. You do not have to take that on.
Nope.
You
I
can say,
didn't.
hey, I do that driving. When I was younger, I wasn't per se a road rager, but I used to be constantly triggered by people doing unfair things that I thought were unfair. And I just was always triggered. And now I just say, oh, yeah, you go, speed racer. That's your ticket down the road. It won't be mine. That's me and Jesus. We got it going on here. We're,
Yeah.
doing, the speed limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And it's if somebody cuts me off, it's on them. That's your negative karma point. It's not mine.
Yeah. And a lot of
Right.
times when people cut you off, they don't even realize that
No,
they're
they
doing
don't.
it until
Right.
you honk.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You honk at them, they're like, oh shit.
Right. Right. Because they're in their own, 3D mindset, going to work, going wherever they're going. They're in their own, and they're not thinking about anybody else. So when they cut you off, they're still thinking about where I'm going for lunch, you know, and not that they cut you off, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Do y'all
Yep.
have any
You're
final
right.
words for our
Huh?
people? Do you have any
Mm,
final words or thoughts for people today,
no,
friends?
just go to that imagination space and create your dreams,
Yeah.
manifest them, meditate them into fruition, manifest.
Yep. And if you can only do, I started my husband off with 5-minute meditations, and you can get those on Aura or Calm. But I mean, you can just do them yourself too. I mean, just you set a timer for 5 minutes, and you're
Yeah,
just
even
gonna,
if you listen to the calm music. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
yeah,
interrupt you.
and just concentrate on your breath, breathing in, holding, breathing in 4,
Mhm.
holding 4, breathing out 4, and just counting. And then when the timer goes off, you've done your 5 minutes. And then after, a while, 5 minutes isn't going to be long enough, because when we give this monkey mind a break and it actually takes a break, it's like, oh, I don't want to leave.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got him up to 20 minutes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Wow, that's
incredible.
awesome.
Yeah. He does 20 minutes with me now.
That is
Well,
awesome.
friends, shall we send a love wave
Oh,
to
wait, we got to say, please like,
the breath?
subscribe, and share, and leave a comment, please. I mean, even if it's just a smiley face, it helps our algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
friends.
And if there's anything you want us to talk about, put that in the comments and we'll bring it up to the angels. Because all three of us are channelers. So we can channel whatever your questions are. So give us some questions.
Yes, we can. All right. We are sending love, friends. Be well on your journey.